jumped right off. This is Brady Breinhold. I'm your host with Sean Monson here. Chris Harper will be joining us here shortly with the new wave in real estate. Morning, Sean. How are you?
What's happening? I think Chris is just scared and he's having a hard time with technology. I mean, understand that, but he's,
It's,
he's definitely he's definitely having his moments this morning.
yeah, this is the third time he's just ran off from us. We're not exactly sure what's happening, but we'll get him back here shortly, I'm sure.
Maybe he's gathering notes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is because it is a heavy topic about wanting to invest in real estate and not having the first clue of what to do, man. That's for sure. So, and
Well,
Sean, before we get too far into that topic, give us a little background on yourself, why you decided to be part of this wild and woolly adventure of a podcast with us, and let's start there.
yeah. Well, I haven't made any commitments yet. My wife would tell you I have a commitment problem.
She got you to commit.
Yes, past experiences like me to feel things out first, but I've been part of a couple of pretty good sized podcasts. I think they're fun. I think it's a great way to get information out. Great way to teach people, people that want to listen. They definitely kind of get on these things. And I know I consume a lot of podcasts, so why not share the information?
Yeah, it really boils down to you got an invitation. It's like either you're in or you're out.
Yeah, that was kind of it. So
And
decided
actually,
why
you're
not.
already in. So,
So yeah, sounded like I was already in. So my lack of brain power the last couple of weeks, I completely forgot about today. So that's why I'm driving.
that's all right. You're headed out to go have a great time. Do a little target practice here today, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir. Bad weather, but why not?
Hey, better than being super hot, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Fantastic. Maybe Chris isn't going to make it today.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's God, the trials that guy has.
Only when it comes to podcasting.
I'd love to make fun of him more, but it's more fun to make fun of him when he's right there in front of you.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to have a lot of fun on the podcast. That's for sure. Add a little bit of humor to the real estate investing world, right?
That's right.
So, I guess we'll jump in. We waited for Chris. We didn't even get a chance to ask him how his kid's first week in kindergarten was.
Oh yeah. See, we got people from all stages of life, man. I've got zero kids left in any type of grade school, just college now, universities. They're all back, learning. You've got kids all over the place. Chris
I'm
is
neck
like,
deep from elementary to just left the house and went to foreign country for 2 years. So
yeah, all stages of life at your place, and then Chris is back here. Man, he's still making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and crying at the front doorsteps. So
oh man.
totally get it.
Yeah, he told me I was his emotional support human last week, and I told him I can only be an emotional support human to one person, and my wife's already got that one down. So
Yep, yep. It's rough. It's rough. Huh.
well,
Yeah, I
this
don't
is
know. All's been good though.
awesome. Well, let's go ahead and jump in then, and we've had these phone calls from time to time. I know you fielded a few of these in your career, and so have I. Um, Kind of the whole get a phone call and you have somebody that's like, "Hey, I want to invest in real estate. Now what? Where would you? What would you? What information and advice would you give to somebody that's just looking to get started, man?"
Boy, usually the first question when somebody asks me that, I ask them why. What's their real reason? Why? A lot of them just think it's a novelty thing. Sometimes it's a quick way to earn money. They just their brother, their uncle, somebody just made a bunch of money in real estate, so now they're trying to figure out why or how they can do it too. So first,
Maybe
it's just asking.
a little too much HGTV.
Yeah. So it's like why, and then where to get them started, and then do they actually have money to invest themselves, or are they looking to where are they starting, where are they coming from, and it's I don't know, it's kind of a three answer question there, but I guess if somebody was calling me and I knew they had, they say they've got some money to invest, I would still ask them why real estate, what they've invested in before, but then I would ask them what are they looking for and what kind of project, what kind of timelines. I'd kind of fill them out. Hopefully, a lot of people that I've done stuff with, I kind of know them a little better and kind of know them, how they react emotionally and how they make decisions. But that'd be the next thing is trying to figure out what kind of person they are.
So to summarize really quickly, it's finding out their motivation, deciding kind of what kind of capital they have or money they have to invest, where that money's coming from, and how then you qualify the types of opportunities. So whether that's doing a seller finance type of a transaction, whether that's going into a residential fix and flip or a long-term hold, understanding what it is that they're trying to get back out of it. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's simply just they just want to buy and hold property because they've got money they've got to put somewhere.
yeah. A lot of it is I want to make sure they align with how I align. And if I don't have the same values as them, I'm not necessarily going to want to do business with them. So that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah, it's that whole making sure that you're on the same path, and so you're not deviating, trying to compensate or take care of a wild whim, and the expectations are set correctly.
Yep. Yep.
Um, so, what are some of the pieces that you found as you've invested in real estate? Maybe unexpected twists and turns.
Ugh. Timelines. They're probably the worst ones. It's either fast paced or not so fast paced, and you just never know what you're going to get. Each deal is completely different.
But isn't that part of the fun?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think the biggest part of it is it's just kind of problem solving and figuring out as you go. I wouldn't say that we or I have ever had the answer to everything, but it's if I don't have it on this deal, I'm going to have the answer on the next deal. It's kind
100%.
of learning as you go, and that's a lot of the fun with this thing is learning as we go. And it's I don't know, we just did a deal in Kansas City where there was a few things that I didn't know, and I was pissed off about. It's just I was pissed off because I didn't know. That's the stuff that you don't know that definitely helps you grow, but it might be a little frustrating during the moment. But now knowing that, just much better and able to talk to people a little better each time. Also,
So, what are some of the things that you're always looking for as you're looking for real estate deals and investors, people you're talking to? I mean, that's like four questions in one right there.
uh, people that as far as investors go, I'd like to dealt with people from all walks of life. Definitely people that are way smarter than me. Um, it's fun to work with people that are definitely like-minded. So I'm always trying to work with people that have a lot of the similar interests, stuff that you can bond on. It's definitely
Mhm.
a lot easier. But I have talked with the people that are completely opposite from me, and you still find stuff to, uh, you know, bond over and communicate with, and then you still find likeness with each other and similarities, and you're able to kind of move forward. So as far as investors go, I'm always looking for somebody that just wants to have fun, definitely wants to make some money, but also wants to have an impact and change, and doesn't necessarily have to have the exact same feeling that I have or the emotion that I put into it, but at least understands what I'm trying to do.
Talk to me a little bit about impact, because I know you and I've had conversations about that in the past. And what is it? I mean, that's become one of the driving forces for everything that we do. What does impact mean for you, or impact investing mean for you?
Well, I think the biggest part is, the if we go from the looking from space in, it's changing a city, changing a community. changing a neighborhood, and more importantly, just changing a family or an individual.
Mhm.
I think if we can, it starts just by changing one individual, one family, and hopefully helping that family, whatever they do, however they come into this house in a community, into a neighborhood, hopefully that impacts and changes what goes on in that neighborhood. Just helping somebody get into a home, we can help them get the right tools and get them positioned right. We can't force them to take the next steps, but if we can help them just make that next extra jump and kind of give them, whether they're coming in and renting a home from us or purchasing a home, maybe it's something that kind of changes their projection of life. Because home ownership definitely changes everything. And if we can give somebody that path, hopefully that, is a ripple effect in their community, in their neighborhood, or in their friend circle or family circle, and people see what they've done, and they'll also want to do the same thing. And I
So
just
there's
think
there's a
little by little.
little bit deeper meaning to all of this than just money, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. The money, yeah, the money's great. The money's not easy, but the money definitely comes. You don't know when the money's going to come. That's the other part of this thing. You might think you're getting in 6 weeks. You might think you're getting in 3 weeks. Shoot, if you think you're going to control when you're going to get the money, it's not going to happen. It sometimes comes in 3 months, 8 weeks. You just never know. It's like, don't even worry about counting it. Just know that what you're doing is there, and there is a paycheck, and hopefully it's the paycheck you're thinking. But if that's all you're thinking about, yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to be conscious and be aware of your numbers. But if that's all you're thinking about, everything else isn't going to be fun. Just chasing money isn't fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Chris, I just asked Sean kind of the motivating factors behind, and welcome to the show. I mean, better late than never,
Yeah.
Chris.
Look, we had some technical difficulties. Google Fiber likes to do different things, supposedly how fast they are. So here we are. Here we are.
I am sorry to hear that, but we're glad you're back, man. We were just
I'm glad to be back.
Your mood is definitely set by your fiber speed right now.
Look, I was, you ever see when Donald Duck loses it?
I
Can't
love
say
it.
certain, but we went there. I lost it for a minute, but we're back, man. We're here. We're here.
I noticed you're in a different office, so that's good.
I had to slide. I had to slide somewhere else,
Hey, we're just really grateful for these green screen, quote unquote green screen backgrounds at the moment.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Look, I'm in my Brooklyn loft.
Yeah.
So
we were just talking with Sean about the motivation behind investing, and we got to the impact investing side of it, and why it is that we do what we do on our group. Kind of that we started out on I want to invest, now what? So Sean walked us through a number of characteristics on investors that he likes to work with, the types of deals he's looking for, and the impact that makes. I'll ask the same questions back to you, Chris. So, as you meet with new investors and they're starting to talk about, hey, I'm looking to expand my investment portfolio into real estate, what is it that you're looking for? And what advice would you give them getting started to help them navigate the different waves that come in real estate investing?
I typically answer questions with questions. Because if you're going to go down this rabbit hole into investment, then what is your outcome? Like, what do you envision this to be? What do you think you're getting into? So those are the things that come in. And I think it comes down to a qualification process of like, okay, what do you want to do with your money? And what is your expectation for how it comes back, when it comes back, and where it comes back from? And Are you prepared for honesty? Right? Because the most important thing that we can do, especially in this type of market that we're in, is be extremely honest and direct about what it is we do and how the market works. So, people can, it's not necessarily, me having to say, okay, I'm looking for this kind of an investor. Personally, I'm like, well, I mean, whatever comes my way comes my way. But the question is it going to work on both sides if you have unrealistic expectations, right? If you can't handle certain truths about what it is that this market does or produces, then, the conversation can be quick and easy, or it can be, a long one that we're going to really get into the deep depths of what this is, right? Because if you don't know that, and you're not very honest about what's going on in the process, then when things go wrong, then they're going to look at, me in a certain way. Right. And we can't do that. So, those are the parts where it's like, hey, it's a risk game. So how much risk are you willing to take? Does risk excite you? Does it give you anxiety? Right? Because if it's something that's going to mess with you, don't do this. Go continue to do whatever it is that you do to double your money, or whatever you invest into, whatever is working for you, stay there, right? Because you've got to be very understanding and realistic about what is going to happen on this side, right? And investment, as a wise man told me, it needs to be emotionless. So if you're at a situation where you're taking your last $2 to try to double it and come back up, and then you're going to keep looking and be concerned about where and how long it comes back, like, don't do it. Don't do it. Wait until you're in a position to be able to actually play this game, because it'll get you hurt.
Yeah, that's great advice, man. And so to kind of summarize and to touch base on it a little bit, just make sure I'm understanding correctly. There's a certain emotional disposition you're looking for. Having somebody that's hot-headed and desperate, probably not somebody that you're going to want to necessarily take on and work with long term. You'll definitely give them some advice and counsel on how to do it, but they may be someone of, hey, let's get you connected with somebody who can guide you till you're prepared to move into this position.
100%. Like at this point, especially just from age and inexperience, not every relationship's going to work. It's okay. Like, and if we can be upfront about it early, then the divorce won't cost so much, or we won't have one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know Chris has got a questionnaire. The number one question, like the first question on his little survey is, do you have a good internet connection?
Hey, look, because I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about it. You in a truck in the wilderness, and I'm at home in a place where I should be able to be,
Right?
So when this is over, yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about it.
We don't need two people all pissed off with internet connections.
Look, whatever. You got Verizon? Is that a Verizon Connect or?
Frick, man, I want.
See, now things are starting to get weird.
Well, that's because he got an incoming call, so it stopped him. Like, I get all kinds of notifications. He's just doing business. He's over here like, hey, I got investors calling, guys. I got to be out.
Come on now. Low feet don't eat.
That's right.
No, I appreciate it, guys. And that was one of the things that we wanted to make sure we were clear. It was like, hey, real estate investing can be, pretty challenging. Sometimes it's a nice, smooth transactions, and sometimes it's like getting beat against a bunch of rocks with a stick, getting your head kicked in some days.
Yeah.
And it varies from month to month. Like, it's not just always smooth and easy. We try to make it that way. Like you mentioned, Chris, there's things out of our control with the marketplace and lenders and construction places and changes in environments. So I guess, part of being ready to be invested in real estate is, are you ready for the emotional swings that can happen?
Absolutely. And I think the question is, it's like systems and processes are going to make or break you. And so, you know, if you're going to invest and you have a system and there's certain things to it where you know, if one thing happens, we go here. If this happens, we go here. I think it's just, once again, clarity up front. Like if I can't scare you out of it, come on in.
I think that's where the why that Sean mentioned, that impact on the other end of being able to help change a family and individual's perspective from not having a place to live to being able to afford a place to live, to being able to move up into a new house that they never thought they could afford. We have, I don't know, we choose to make money for our investors because that's what helps us continue to move forward. The impact we see on the other side would be a whole lot easier if we were just doing it as a nonprofit.
There's all sorts of education, and it's just you don't know what you don't know, and that's the beautiful part. When if people could just understand, you know, just asking the right questions could sometimes save their homes. A lot of people, they get, you know, these homes that we pick up sometimes via seller finance or some of these wholesale homes, they get themselves in trouble because they're afraid to ask. Yep. And I've had neighbors, I've had myself personally. I mean, it just, people will just ask and talk. There's definitely ways to save their home, and they wait till it's just too late at that point, and it's over. And I wish there was a way just to educate. But when you do get that one person that you're able to educate, it's the craziest thing. Like they've broken through already. They trust you. They want to talk to you, and then you're able to save their home or help them out in a better way and not get themselves in further trouble. That's very rewarding right there in itself. You know, it doesn't always work out to where we get a house, but if you can help, you know, educate them and help them make a decision to move forward and keep their home, or, you know, set themselves back up, you know, kind of pick them back up, brush them off a little bit, and kind of point them back in the right direction. That's an amazing feeling right there alone.
Absolutely, man. I know for me, a lot of this stems back to my own story of having hard times and starting over. Whether that's been, you know, going through a bankruptcy years ago, or coming to the brink of a divorce in my family and not having really a place to stay on those occasions. Being able to put somebody in the opportunity to, and give somebody the opportunity to have a place to live with their family, to get started over, whether for themselves or whether it be with wife and kids, or husband and kids, is really the reason that we do what we do. That helps me anyway navigate those ups and downs that do come with real estate investing. And there's times where it's not really comfortable for us on our end, where we're having conversations, we're trying to make sure things are going through, and that why in the end is really the reason we do it. Being able to go meet with the people who are our tenants, help them build a plan to rebuild their lives and give them some hope again. Makes it a lot of fun.
Definitely the rewarding part, for sure. Because it's amazing to see how many people don't have the education to help themselves. And so with us having the knowledge that we have, and for me having the knowledge that we have, I feel it's a responsibility of mine to help those who want to be helped, right? And if I can get you in a position to do what needs to be done, like, I definitely want to roadmap and give people those opportunities. Like, that would be for sure the opportunity for me to take advantage of, right? That's awesome. And in those communities and around those people, to say, hey, look, you can own something, as opposed to, you know, of course, we're in the position we are for the time being, but we would love to see you take over, right? We'll hold your hand for as long as we can, and then, you know, things will go one way or the other, but hopefully it's positive.
Yeah, and that's a great question. Both of you guys have brought up education and sharing with others, helping guide people to a place of financial literacy as well as competency. And I know we have others who've joined that same cause, and will be able to start providing courses through our website, which again is newwave.realestate, to be able for people to start looking at the opportunity of how to rebuild their lives, how to provide for themselves, for their families, for their loved ones, not only from basic financial information, but all the way through advanced investing classes. And those are going to be coming here probably over the next couple of years as we continue to build that out with different experts that are stepping in to help us out. Guys, we are at time. So I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to be on the call with us today, be on the podcast with us, share your knowledge and expertise. You guys, you can figure out why this group came together. We're passionate about helping people, and we're passionate about giving people a brighter future, whether they're making, starting over, or whether they're making lots of, have an excessive amount of income. And they're trying to figure out how to manage that problem as well. So truly appreciate each of you guys. Thanks so much for spending your time with us today, and looking forward to next week. Chris, who's our guest next week, man?
Say what?
Who's our guest next week?
It's Chase Warren. He's one of my team members on our real estate team, but he's somebody I've pushed into the investment side, whether he likes it or not, for the last 4 or 5 years. So he's got really good knowledge on that, and it'll be great to be a part of the group. Excited to have him next week.
Yeah, excited to have him and grill him in our 3 different ways.
Man, it's gonna be a good time. I'm really excited.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks you so very much. And for all of our audience, thank you so much for listening and watching The New Wave in Real Estate.
See you.
Fellas.
Have a good day.